Hello, and welcome back to TRIpVIA, and welcome to the first of many Trebek trivia quizzes in 2021. Each one of these episodes will be a tribute to Alex Trebek, my favorite quiz show host of all times. So the format we'll be doing is a 20-question trivia quiz with modified questions from actual episodes of Jeopardy. We've changed the wording just enough where you will not have to answer in the form of a question, answer in the form of an answer. Good luck on today's quiz. Question 1. An immediate success. In 1935, Kruger's Cream Ale and Kruger's Finest Beer were the first beers sold to the public in what type of container? The answer is aluminum cans. Question 2. The singer is traveling with a banjo and mentions which two U.S. states in the nursery rhyme, "Oh Susanna"? They are coming from Alabama and headed to Louisiana. Question 3. Mentioned in the 16th chapter of the book of Judges in the Bible, Delilah orders a servant to cut whose hair, thereby causing him to lose his great strength? The answer is Samson. Question 4. What United States Navy battleship sank in Havana Harbor in February of 1898, contributing to the outbreak of the Spanish-American War in April of that year? The answer is the USS Maine. Question 5. According to the 1960s American rock band The Beach Boys, what U.S. state has the cutest girls in the world? Hint, it's not Kansas. The answer is California. Question 6. What is the name of the deaf, pitiably ugly protagonist of the 1831 novel by Victor Hugo? The answer is Quasimodo. Question 7. What 19th century Philadelphia distiller, whose name eventually became slang for hard liquor, used to stamp it on his cabin-shaped bottles of whiskey? The answer is Edmund Booze. Question 8. According to their song titles, in what U.S. state would you find Elvis Presley's Rain and Neil Diamond's Woman? The answer is Kentucky. Question 9. Preparing themselves with prayers and fasting for the upcoming feast, in the Christian calendar, what day of the year is the day before All Saints' Day? The answer is October 31st. Question 10. Still used today and typically served at parties, what word is derived from the Hindu word for the number 5, describing the number of ingredients mixed in a large bowl? The answer is punch. Question 11. The name Palestine comes from which people who were not indigenous to Canaan, but who had gained control of the coastal plains of what are now Israel and Gaza for a time? The answer is the Philistines. Question 12. What is the popular name for the Religious Society of Friends, a denomination of Christianity that was founded by George Fox in the 17th century England? The answer is Quakers, or Quakerism. Question 13. In 1963, 200,000 Washington marchers heard what man say, "I have a dream"? The answer is Martin Luther King Jr. Question 14. In which Shakespearean play does Puck make the comment, "Lord, what fools these mortals be"? That was in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Question 15. What is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that is still standing today? The answer is the Pyramids of Giza. Question 16. Hamlet's closest friend, who is the only major character left alive at the end of Shakespeare's play, Hamlet? The answer is Horatio. Question 17. What famous crooner was first offered the role of TV's Columbo, but turned it down because he didn't need the money? The answer is Bing Crosby. Question 18. Dionne Warwick sings a song that asks if you know the way to what city, the capital of Costa Rica? Do you know the way to San Jose? Question 19. Called a tiger horse by the Romans, what animal comes in 3 species? Plains, gravies, and mountain. Those are all 3 different types of zebras. And finally, question 20. Back in 1984, the New York financier Al Grimaldi was next in line for the throne of what Mediterranean principality? The answer is Monaco. Alright, that is it for today's episode. Thank you for watching number 1 of Trebek's Trivia. These are tribute episodes to Alex Trebek, who sadly passed away last year. My favorite quiz show host and probably the reason I'm as interested in trivia as I am. So I thought this would be a cool way to honor him a little bit and have a good category because all of these questions come from different episodes of Jeopardy. So we're starting way back in the 80s and we've got a whole lot of questions that we can go through. I can't use some of them because they're so out of date. They're no longer relevant or they're completely incorrect. And some of them are pretty small and pretty hard to reword into a full-length question. But the ones I can, I change the wording around a little bit so you don't have to answer in the form of a question. You can answer in the form of an answer. And those are the ones that I've been using. So hopefully you enjoy this category. If you do, check back next week. It's going to be a Friday thing. Fridays will be Trebek Tribute Trivia. So it's just going to be called Trebek's Trivia on Fridays. Check back tomorrow for another new quiz. It will be aired around noon Central Standard Time. Thank you for watching today. And have a good night. And go Buffalo Bills this week in the playoffs.